From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as painting and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps. Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop. Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Welcome into the locker room, the most sacred of spaces in sports. Talking you through the behind-the-scenes conversations that happen behind closed doors. with former Nebraska football tight end Chancellor Brewington.
Chancellor Brewington, the 6-year senior tight end, finding his way into the end zone.
And former South Dakota State running back and Nebraska football assistant Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Oh, yes, welcome into The Locker Room once again here on 93.7 The Ticket. Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel ready to give you some knowledge in the next hour. We'll talk about if UCLA is a must-win, but we usually start with a quote card and maybe some inspirational thinking. Maybe we'll do that again today.
Man, it's a rainy day, bro.
Rainy day.
How you feel about rain?
I like it. You know, usually like when it's raining, I love to just put on a movie, chill. I like to cook during the rain too.
You a cook now?
No, okay. I'm
actually wondering, like, you real deal be cooking or like?
Yeah, I be cooking like I'm a Brewington, so like I gotta know how to cook.
Okay, it just goes hand in hand. Okay, you gotta impress somebody.
Okay.
Number one meal you going to is what?
I'll probably go. I do like a pretty good blackened salmon, teriyaki. Maybe a little orange on top. You know what I'm saying?
So it's blackened with teriyaki and the orange.
Yeah. So like I'll like marinate it in teriyaki, the salmon. Okay, and then I'll go maybe like asparagus with it.
Okay.
You know, a little bit of rice. You know, maybe some mashed potato on the side.
What kind of rice?
Just like white sticky rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like a rice cooker or you like a pot like on the stove?
I mean, if I got the rice cooker, I'm doing the rice cooker.
But you'd be doing it on the stove?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rice my number one favorite thing, I think. Almost. It's up there.
When I was gaining weight, it was savage. I used to do rice oatmeal. I used to do oatmeal and put rice in it.
What kind of oatmeal?
Just regular oatmeal. And put rice and peanut butter in it.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you said this one time, when people say they can't gain weight, that's the biggest lie ever.
Yeah, they definitely could.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a new one.
That's that ghetto special.
Of all the people I ever met, nobody ever told me that.
Yeah, I be doing some weird. I used to do some weird stuff. Like I used to just. I mean, I feel like most people eat peanut butter out. A lot of people eat peanut butter out the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's pretty normal.
That's normal. But the whole oatmeal and rice, I don't know. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. He's a cook, man. He reads. Do you got a cookbook or you just be?
No, like usually, I mean, I grew up having to help my dad. So like, that's how I really got all my stuff.
Man, that's funny because the other day I went to go get like I wanted to try to make sausage biscuits and gravy. And I have never made it, but I had it a lot as a child.
Right.
And so my mama didn't answer the phone.
Oh, that's the worst.
Right. and so, bro, I tell you what, this is what I did. I seen the older lady and I was like, man, you look like you know how to cook. She goes, I sure do. And I was like, I knew it. And I was like, listen, I'm trying to make sausage biscuits and gravy. What kind of gravy? She goes, oh, you got to make it yourself, baby. And I was like, I don't know how. She goes, here, this is how you do it.
Dang, that's tough.
Yeah, at the store, bro. So
that's tough.
I made it. It was okay. It wasn't like my mama's or anything like that. But it was edible.
Yeah,
it was good
it was edible.
It was good enough. But anyway, all right. You learn something new every day. So let's get into it, man. I got a quote for us. It says, peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is rather than you think it should be. Peace is the result of retraining your mind to the process of life as it is rather than as you think it should be.
I'll say that's probably, if there's one area that I would struggle with and I'm getting a lot better, is that.
What part?
Is some people call it the gap, like to where, like, you know, I'm always like, man, I'm gonna do this, and this, right? And I know those things are gonna happen, but then you can sometimes live in the gap of those things, you know, to where you are now and where you want to be, and they call it like living in the gap. And so with that quote, like, man, you gotta appreciate and be grateful for where you are, and that's something I'm actively learning and actively getting better at, is like understanding and really making peace with what got me here too. And that, you know, that took a while to get at peace of where I thought I was gonna be. And then now being like, man, I got beautiful people around me. Like, man, like I see the world differently. Like I see the world for what it is, not for what I wanted it to be, and I appreciate the little things now. But I like that. Peace for you was success.
Yeah. I think that's a big one, man, because peace for me is everything. Like I said, that is my success point. That's how I know. And I take it day by day. Okay, do I have peace today? No, then it's not a successful day. Right? If I go make $100,000 today, but I didn't have peace, that's not a successful day to me. Right? You understand? But yeah, I think that the whole idea, this is a common conversation we have. Unbecoming or making peace or retraining the mind, right? The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? And so I think that's the constant fight that I have day in and day out, is retraining my mind to find the peace in everything. Right? You can't control everything. And when you think you can, that's when you have the least amount of peace. Like I can't control who does what. I can't control anything other than how I attack the moment. That's it. Honestly, I mean, what am I doing? That's it. That's all I can control. And people always said that, like, as an athlete, control what you control. If I wanted to play more, control what you can control. Right. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but like, I didn't get it. I never felt it. It never really transpired. Like, I didn't understand it for what it really was. So I like this quote a lot. And as I mature, I continue to grow deeper and deeper into that. So,
and it's also like what we've talked about a lot is like owning, like you're owning your peace. Like you're saying like, or we are saying that our peace is on us. So there's no outside factor.
Yeah.
Like it's like when someone says they hurt me or they did this, essentially is what you're giving power away, because where the blame goes, the power goes as well.
That's the word.
So now if you blame yourself, not in a convicting way, but say, hey, I'm the reason, I feel this way, it's something internally that I have to fix. Now you're taking ownership and power of your life. And I think it's awesome because the process in which, we're about to be 28 here soon, in a week and a half?
Sunday,
okay.
28.
So 28, I'm 25. Like we actively pursuing this. And I'm sure, in a year when we have this conversation, like, man, we used to trip about this, like, laugh about it, right? But then we're gonna get to a place eventually, and for most people, we're already there. Like, we can help a lot of people, but I just want to be able to master. You're never gonna be perfect, of course, but I want to be able to master it to where, like, I know the process of getting to peace. I know the process of getting to quote unquote happiness, but it's a journey, right? The process of getting to your purpose and calling, to where then you can help other people. And that's where the magic is. And that's why it's so important that everyone discovers it for themselves. Because the way I discover it might not hit home with that person, but the way you discovered it might hit home for him.
Right. Yeah. That's the beauty of it, man. Everyone's got their story and they need to be told. Because how I can affect somebody is different than how you can, based off how we grew up, right, in our life and just certain situations. But yeah, you hit it right on the head. Placing expectations on somebody else will always leave you left unfulfilled.
Oh yeah,
because I can never expect you to fill my expectations that I have for you, because one, you don't even know what they are, right? I might have something. If I say, hey, Chancellor, like, what's your favorite color, and I want it to be red, but you say blue, I'm already mad, right? Like, oh, that's something slight, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. I can never set an expectation on somebody else, right? Because you'll always be disappointed.
Thanks.
And so that's something I gotta understand and get back to grips with as I watch Saturdays and expectations that I have, plays being called or not being called.
Right.
I can't have that expectation. I cannot have the expectation of, oh, they got to run the ball or else, right? Or else I'm mad, because then I'm just gonna be mad every Saturday because it ain't happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tight, man. I'm gonna be tight. I understand the fan perspective now, because before I didn't really get it. Even last year, I was too like tighter to the team. Like, I knew the ins and outs of what was going on. Right now, I'm a little bit. I'm still knowing, but like I'm a little bit on the outside. A little bit more younger guys coming in, whatever. And like, I'm more of a fan than, I mean, I'm still more of a former player, but like, I'm tipping into the fandom and not really having like personal relationships with the guys out there. And so I'm like getting into it like, man, what the heck? Like, whatever. And I have to step back like, bro, if you don't calm down.
Okay. So I play both, right? I still have
Right.
those guys, or I still see a lot of them often text me all the time. I'm also a fan though, and I'm upset for them, right? Like because it's not what it should be, and I want it to be so much more for them, and that's where that's where my fandom is like, okay, I'm a fan of these guys because I know what they do day in and day out. They come to me, and I have a relationship with a lot of them, and so I want them to be as successful as possible. And when I don't see that come to pass, that's when I'm upset. It's like, bro, that's why I'm like, I was standing on the table last week for the Ohio State win. Why?
Facts.
Because I want them to be successful.
He sure did.
You know what I mean? Like it's even if I don't really believe that they're gonna win, it's like I want that to happen.
Right.
I want it for them.
Right. You said something though. You said defending. Yesterday, Raiola took the stand.
Yeah.
And defended Seth. What was your thoughts? What was your take on that?
He knows how to play the game. He's wise. He's wise beyond his years. My question for you: did he mean it, or is he playing the game?
I think he's playing the game. I think anyone who gets up there, remember Caleb Tanner? Remember all his media stuff that he would do every day? I mean, when he would get up there, I mean, it would just be, you just couldn't trust what he was going to say. Like Caleb would get up there and be on there with a ski mask on and, so you just didn't know, right? Great dude. You just didn't know what he was going to say. No, not a lot of media trainer, right? Yeah. When I look at Raiola and I heard it, I'm like, oh, he checked off every box.
Yeah.
When you answer questions, this is what I was always taught by like coaches and players, that you answer the question, not giving all that glory to yourself. You shout out a coach or a teammate. You take ownership and you say, we just had to get better.
Yeah.
Like that's the most
Pretty
routine
much.
Answers that you get. Like someone asks you how the team performed, as a quarterback, the O-line blocked well, the receivers play good, coach called good plays. We just got to get better. That's usually the response. Yep. And so when I heard him, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. And I think it's going to change when you get a little older.
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, if you're a senior and, you're not agreeing, we're assuming that he's not agreeing, right? If you're assuming he's not agreeing, all of a sudden you're a little bit older. This your last year. You're trying to make it to the league now. He's still trying to, but it's like, this is the year. You're probably not going to get up there and have the same type of attitude, right? We're probably going to be like, yeah, something we just got to figure out, right? Instead of saying, I back him 100%. We got to do this and we got to do this,
And I appreciate it because he took ownership. He said,
right.
Sat can't make plays. We got to make them. So I appreciate that. And the young kids have been like, all right, let me own this.
Great breakdown, guys, there here in the locker room on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll take a quick break, and we will be back with more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186. Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as painting and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln. The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown Shoe Fit. Now, through October 31st, take $15 off any regular priced fall shoe and boots. Brands like Keen, Obos, Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale that you've all been waiting for. So get down to Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henry's at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Across Nebraska, voters will have the chance to end the current government abortion ban. The government shouldn't be making decisions for families' health care, but right now they are. Ending the ban takes 2 votes. A vote against 434, the first initiative, and then a vote for 439, the last initiative. It's only this combination that will finally get the government out of the personal medical decisions of Nebraska families. Voting against 434 and for 439 ensures that when there's a medical emergency, it's Nebraska families who decide what to do, not the government. This vote against 434 and for 439 makes it so our Nebraska doctors can treat every patient. The government put this ban in place, stripping Nebraska families of their freedom, but you can end it with 2 votes. The first against 434, and then vote for 439. Paid for by Protect Our Rights.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back in the locker room here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'd like to pay off some of you guys who text in, so we'll get to some of these. 424645685 is the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line. You can text in at any time. Craig says, let's go locker room, boys. I'm sick as hell lying in bed listening to my favorite radio station. 4884, excuse me, says, these men are speaking the truth. Love to hear what they have to say. And then 1000 Texan says, my 12-year-old wants to gain weight to play football, guys. What's the best thing for him to eat to gain weight? He has a high metabolism like me and his dad.
Well, we're not nutritionists to start off, so disclaimer there.
Right.
But I will say Mikey has been through this. I've been through this. I really like my body structure is really like, I'm like a 175 cat. Like that's really what I should be at. But especially in high school around that age, I had to put on a lot of weight, or I wanted to, because I was just too skinny. And I used to just eat a lot and nothing would happen. Right. I would just like eat a lot of servings of my food, whatever, at one sitting. And I realized that like the real miracles in the weight gaining happen is when you space out your foods and you're consistently eating. So like during high school, I used to, this sounds crazy, but I used to wake up and have like a baked potato.
No, that is crazy.
It is crazy. I used to have a baked potato and like a PB&J before school. And it was just like by any means possible. And my dad would pack me with like steak and all these different things. My dad was literally the reason why I gained the weight, because he was always cooking for me. But I used to have like I'll probably have like 5 to 6 meals a day in high school, right? And so usually cats ain't eating like that. So I ended up putting a lot of weight on, but then just working out. I mean, consistently working out, forming a routine. I was a little like, just the way I am, I was working out like 2-3 times a day, like just trying to get something on me, right? But I would definitely say like hammering protein shakes with meals, get into a certain protein amount, whether it's, do it times X your body weight, whatever it is. You can look those facts up on the internet, but just consistently eating and getting the right amount of protein, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm big on like chocolate milk. So people want to push protein shakes. That's because they want money. I didn't have money growing up. So I had chocolate milk after every workout. That's what I'd have, was chocolate milk. And I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Right. That just never misses. I had one of them the other day. I'm like, man,
me too.
I need to start having these more often again. I forgot how good they were. But yeah, big on that. And then just like steak and chicken and rice. That's my go-to all the time. Especially when I was on the Panthers and I had to gain 20 pounds, I would go and get a Q-double bowl. And I talked about this before, but I get double steak and chicken with rice, cheese, sour cream, and I have it right before bed so it sits on me. But then I'm also doing like, or even, so he said 12. So in like 7th grade, I started doing between 500 to 1,000 push-ups a day.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to go to the weight room, and my mom was like, well, I don't have money to send you to a gym. So you got to prove to me that you're going to do it. And so I would do push-ups, sit-ups every day to show her for a month, like a couple months. And 12, that's still like your body's going to change so much before like you get to the high school and stuff, when you really, really, really should be putting on that weight, So Don't rush it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, too, that's a big part of it. Just let it be what it is. But just making sure that you're cognizant of like not just eating 1,000, 10,000 calories at dinner,
right?
Spacing it throughout the day, like you said. But anyway, appreciate all the texts, man, and the support. Hoping whoever texted in, I didn't catch the name, but whoever texted in that they were sick in bed, praying for health for you, and appreciate your love for us. But Chancellor, we've been hard on Satterfield lately.
No,
but this is a real life business, right?
Yeah.
Like I told you, I watched a man I've been cut 3 times. We sat here, Keith Smith yesterday.
Been cut 8-9 times in 1 year.
Right, right. So this is a business.
Right.
This is what it is. So if that can happen to players, right, it can happen to coaches.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That being said,
finishes the year.
Mm-hmm.
We went out. Okay, we went out.
Here we go.
Offense looks really good for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change the narrative, or does he still got to go?
Well, now he's gonna stay.
Huh?
He's gonna stay now. Just through the dynamic of what I'm seeing already, he's gonna stay. I can tell.
I'm saying, in your opinion, should he?
Should he? No.
After the season, even if we went out,
right,
and the offense looks good for the rest of the season.
Okay, let me ask you what's good. So the offense takes a jump.
They look good. Like they look UTEP good. How we played.
I mean, UTEP didn't look that good.
We put up 40 points. You know.
Okay, right. So
like they look good.
So Dylan are we running the ball for over 150?
We look, yeah. They're hitting the numbers that they should be. They're over their 4 to 6 yards per play. Like they're really rolling.
Well, I would say me personally, no, because I didn't get what I wanted out of my freshman quarterback, right? And if that happens again, he's gone. He has to leave. Right, because the third year would be his league year, right? And you don't play with the money, right? So I would expect him to leave if we don't use him the right way, and that would have to be really a come to Jesus moment and say like, okay, look, did we use 15 the right way this year? No, we still had a lot left in tank. We put unnecessary things on him that forced him to make bad decisions and turnovers and all these different things, right? Yeah, and then it would be tough though, because what I see happening is I could see this scenario really happening though. I could see them coming out UCLA week and just absolutely killing it, right? And then they go SC, have a really good outing, Wisconsin, beat them and beat Iowa, right? And then all of a sudden everyone forgets about the midway struggles, which some people feel some type of way and say, okay, yeah, you shouldn't get rid of him. But I think me personally, you got to get the best out this offense, and you're going to add pieces. Like you're going to get 10 guys on offense from the transfer portal this offseason, right? Like this is not a thing where this is the team that you're going to head into 2020. Was it 2025?
Yeah.
God, dog, I'm getting old. I'm not getting old. I'm kidding. I gotta say that. Retract my statement.
Right.
But no, I think you're going to add some pieces, but you want to make sure. Guys not going to come to Satterfield's offense.
No.
That's not attractive offense. I mean, you need to get to be honest, if you need a guy like Chip Kelly, like a Lincoln Riley back in the day, like you need one of those guys. But if what I've been seeing is it's been except for Tony White, I should say. Actually, I don't know the Tony White connection to Rule. Is not
nothing
really
previous,
one, right? Nothing previous. So it's been kind of system hires, meaning like they've been in the Rule system and yada yada. I think you go outside the system for OCDC, especially for this, because I don't know who he had with Carolina or Temple. I believe it was Satterfield. I think you got to go a big dog. You got to go a big dog and match it, because you got a big dog at DC and Tony White. I don't know if you're going to keep him, right? But I think you got to go heavy OC to match, Raiola's play style and the guys that are coming to play with Raiola.
Yeah, I think he still goes, because if things make a drastic change, I'm now believing that it's Glenn Thomas actually running the show back there. But Satterfield's just the face, right? The quarterback coach. That's what I would believe. It's like, okay, he really the one back there making the play calls now, but Satterfield's just wearing the name OC right now. Go ahead.
Well, we do have a call, by the way, 402-464-5685. If you guys want to get to that, it's Jeff on the text line. There, he's gone now, so I interrupt you for no reason. But Jeff, give us a call back if you want to, Jeff.
Yeah, apologize.
Come on, Jeff.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I would now see it as Glenn being the one that's making the play calls. But you're right. I think you hit it right on the head. And what's going on? What I missed?
We got Jeff. We got someone calling in, Jeff. Big Jeff.
I think Jeff's having trouble calling in.
Jeff's not calling in.
Man. But anyway, UCLA must win.
Must win. Yeah, you got to win this one. If you don't win this one, it's gonna be really hard. You know, you got SC and they're a way better team than UCLA. Then you got Wisconsin. They're on the uptrend. You know, played Penn State all right, and then you got Iowa, and that's always gonna be a close game. Yeah.
All right, let's head to Jeff on the call line 402-464-5685. Jeff, you there?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Jeff?
Hey, good. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but hear me out and see what you think. I think, first of all, we're giving Sat a bunch of a hard time. What about the quarterback coach? Because Dylan, I think if he sets his feet, let's say this. Let's say he hits the wheel route down the sideline for the touchdown and the pass in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, and we have 14 more points. How are you talking today?
Yeah, that's a phenomenal question, Jeff. It is.
Yeah.
And he definitely does have to hit on that, right? And so I don't yes, he missed two that I think should have been touchdowns. I really do. In that Ohio State game particularly. Here's what I'm saying. They're not helping him. Right? We have zero run game in a loaded backfield. Our perimeter blocking is non-existent, and our receivers are running lackadaisical routes. So when you have a combination of that, everything stems from the top down. It's a process. It's the leadership, right? And if you're the offensive coordinator, yes, rules the leader, but everyone has to take ownership of their side. So DC being Tony White, if things are off there, hey, what's going on, Tony? Right? They're not asking the D-line coach what's going on. They're asking Tony White.
Right.
And same with offense, right? Yes, Glenn has to get Dylan right, but as a whole, as a collective, they need to put him in a position to be more successful.
Yeah, and it's like that's what happens when you have sporadic offenses where things aren't consistent. You know, the play calling isn't consistent. And then all of a sudden, you know, you have your 2nd and 8 opportunity and it finally pops and you got a rub and, you know, Banks is wide open and that's the throw you have to make, right? So it's kind of tough. You play that game where, you know, he could have hit that, of course, right? But if we would have called a more of a consistent game, you know, you wouldn't be so dependent on that particular play.
Right.
You know, but no, I think there's misses that Dylan, I know he wished he has back, but it's almost like every week, like we're depending on like one play, right? We're like,
always being from him.
Yeah. Oh, if we can just do this, you know, and you can help him out in so many other ways. And that's where the frustration comes from what we're saying is that they're not helping them out in those type of ways.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for calling in, Jeff. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more on the Locker Room on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
Hey guys, it's Nick. The high school football playoffs are here, and we're continuing our high school football coverage live from Seacrest Field this Friday as 7th seed Lincoln Southeast hosts number 10 Millard North. Kickoff between the Knights and the Mustangs is slated for 7 p.m. as our pregame coverage starts at 6:50. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday from Seacrest Field as we bring you playoff action between Lincoln Southeast and Millard North right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 63. Tonight, showers likely, an overnight low around 41. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, an afternoon high around 57. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Across Nebraska, voters will have the chance to end the current government abortion ban. The government shouldn't be making decisions for families' health care, but right now they are. Ending the ban takes 2 votes. A vote against 434, the first initiative, and then a vote for 439, the last initiative. It's only this combination that will finally get the government out of the personal medical decisions of Nebraska families. Voting against 434 and for 439 ensures that when there's a medical emergency, it's Nebraska families who decide what to do, not the government. This vote against 434 and for 439 makes it so our Nebraska doctors can treat every patient. The government put this ban in place, stripping Nebraska families of their freedom, but you can end it with 2 votes. The first against 434, and then vote for 439. Paid for by Protect Our Rights.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. actionlincoln.com.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia
Rain,
store.
snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly, no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here in the locker room on 93.7 The Ticket with one final segment. What do we got lined up?
Yeah, so I want to hit some of these college football games. Our picks were all right. I mean, we didn't do the best. We didn't do the best. Starting with the Illinois-Oregon game, I had Illinois possibly going to the wire.
Yeah,
didn't end up happening. Illinois scores 9 points. Oregon 38.
Yeah, no, Oregon was dominant, man. They look really good. Like I know you keep talking about Ohio State and them being 6'4" Ohio State or whatever. I don't think so, bro.
What?
I think Oregon's significantly better than Ohio State.
Yeah. Now I got to eat my words a little bit because we go and have a tight one. Watch Ohio State just beat on Indiana.
But they got Penn State this week, too.
Oh, they got Penn State and then Indiana? Or
down the line.
Down the line. And then they got Michigan.
But
they run the gauntlet, boy.
Penn State quarterback is hurt. So I don't know if he's playing this week or not, which will make a difference. Huge difference.
Yeah.
So
we had upset alert, possibly the Navy Notre Dame. They fumbled 6 times. I don't think they fumbled up to this point this year.
I don't know if it was just one of them games where
it's just like one of those days.
It be like that sometimes. I get it, or is Notre Dame just that good? I mean, I think they're really good, but and then they had one of those days against Northern Illinois earlier in the year. So
one of those days.
Yep.
We had Oklahoma getting waxed by Ole Miss. It kind of happened 26-14. And then BYU UCF. UCF was the favorite.
I actually took UCF in that.
Yeah, 37-24 BYU.
Yep.
We had a question mark the Missouri-Bama game. Remember that one? Missouri ends up putting out a goose egg. Bama beats them 34-0.
Yeah.
And here's the one. I said Vandy could. I think you said Vandy could possibly get it done against Texas. Was that the one?
No, I said that Texas would win by 17 plus.
Oh,
and they didn't.
And they did not. Texas wins against Vanderbilt 27-24.
Yeah.
Miami beats Florida State comfortably.
Yep.
Cam Ward still playing at elite level 36-14. Penn State, Wisconsin. This was me. I had a possible upset alert here. Penn State gets it done 28-13.
Yeah, I also had Wisconsin beating them at home.
And then I said this was an interesting game. So you got LSU, Texas A&M. Up to this point, LSU has played USC. I wouldn't say they've really ran the gauntlet of the SEC yet.
Right.
And now you got Texas. Texas is now 7-1. LSU is 6-2. Texas A&M, I believe, is top 13, top 14 now. And so now they're in the race for the college football playoffs. I said the winner of this game could possibly make it.
Well, they're also leading the SEC, period. They're the number one team in the SEC right now because they're undefeated.
Right.
In the SEC.
Exactly. Kansas, man. Kansas had a tough one, man.
Kansas State, yeah.
Kansas State had a tough one. Kansas is losing all these tight games.
Yeah.
Just don't have the same juice from last year. And something's going on at SMU. They're almost in the lead for the ACC right now.
Yeah, they look really good. Brett Lashley, he was at Auburn. He actually recruited me at Auburn, so that's how I know him. when I was at IMG, he was
Mm-hmm.
the offensive coordinator at Auburn. So I've always liked the guy, and now he's the head coach there, and he's really he got a system, man. I mean, they look and this is back when Auburn was good too. They had like Cam Newton, like this is back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he been around for a minute now, and I think that they're not going to win the SEC.
Right.
Because, you still got Miami, and I was obviously big on Syracuse,
Clemson.
but, they are what they are. Pitt's undefeated. They look really good.
Pitt look good.
2 Nebraska transfers doing their thing over there, Tamon Lynham and Chief Borders. So good to see that.
Top 25 updates. Notre Dame is at the 8th spot, moved up 4 spots.
I like it.
BYU's up 2 spots, now at number 9.
Still don't like it.
Yeah, they're gonna get beat eventually. I believe it. Texas A&M, the game we just talked about, they're up 4 spots at number 10.
You're gonna tell me that Texas A&M is not better than BYU? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then at 11, Iowa State.
I like that.
At 12, tied for 11 as well as Clemson. So they're kind of 1A, 1B at 11.
You know who really came on strong now? It's Colorado.
Yeah, I mean Colorado right now is 23rd.
Right. Like
we beat a ranked opponent.
There we go.
Hey, that count? I mean,
it wasn't ranked at the time, but
I mean,
we did it.
I think we were kind of on the same page that like once we played them and saw what they did against other teams, like, oh, this is a pretty good, decent football team. Why? Because they're so explosive. I mean, they score so quick. Like a minute, you leave Shedeur Sanders with a minute and 13 seconds. That's almost, he can go 60 yards, 70 yards.
Like Pat Mahomes, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, he's a special talent. The question is why isn't he in the Heisman race? And some people think it's because you can't have both Travis Hunter and Shedeur, that they bring too much to the table and publicity stuff. But Shedeur's playing good football. And of course you got Oregon at number 1, Georgia at 2, Penn State at 3, Ohio State at 4, Miami at 5. Do you think Miami drops one of these games? They got Duke, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, and Syracuse.
No, I think the closest game would be Syracuse.
I could see Miami going to the college football playoffs and being the first team out.
Depending on where they get slotted and who they play.
Because imagine, right now they're 5. They're going to play 6. So imagine them playing Texas.
Yeah,
that wouldn't go good for Miami.
That wouldn't go good for them at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. The ACC is just weird to me. I don't understand it. I don't know who. Like I said, I'm always gonna ride for Syracuse right now. So nobody else matters.
Boise State up 2 spots at 15 now.
I like that.
Gentsy's ran for I think 30 carries and 128 yards or something like that.
Bro,
workhorse. I know his body be barking the next day.
I don't know. He got that LeBron treatment. I don't know what he got going on, but to be a running back, he don't really take beatings though. That's the thing. Like he has 30 carries, but he not really getting beat like that. I don't know. He's a specimen though. I got mad respect for him. But nah, man. As always, is there another one that you was talking about?
No, I mean I just saw it for the first time. I mean Army's up 2 spots at 21.
The biggest thing I want to keep an eye on moving forward is Indiana. And I want to see what they're really about. They beat Washington, and I said Washington was upsetting them.
Right.
Which it was a better game than probably maybe you thought. It ended up being 31-17, but it was close for a while.
A couple pick sixes.
Yeah. So I don't know. People keep talking about their offense, but their defense is really kind of about it too. So I'm looking forward to continue watching them down the stretch. They got Ohio State, like you talked about. Who do you know who else they have?
They got Michigan State, and then they got Michigan, Ohio State, and then Purdue.
Yeah, I think they lose to Michigan. We talked about.
Oh
that.
yeah, that would be a good one.
That's big, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
hear? Did you hear Loveland, Michigan's tight end, talk about playing Michigan State, and he said, "Little bro, stay doing little bro things." The post game, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of like, bro, why'd you say that? Because then he said, little bro things, and then he was like, they want to get chippy and they want to get busy after the game. We can get busy because they got in a little scuffle.
Yeah,
you saw Ruquan.
Yeah, that boy Rue.
That boy Rue was in there.
Hey, he be bro in the. So Ruquan Buckley was an O lineman / D lineman for us, last year or whatever. He transferred to Michigan State in the fall camp last year. He always trying to fight somebody.
Yeah.
He was one of them, always trying to fight somebody. Bro, he threw the slowest punch I ever seen. He just like this. I'm like, bro, don't even throw a punch at this point. Like that's just
that boy rude. That boy rude. I think we had got into it one time at practice. Yeah,
he one of them,
bro. Yeah, he is one of them.
I love that
sure.
dude though, for real.
Yeah, no, a lot of movement in the top 25. It'll be cool to see. Coming up Friday, we'll do our picks on what we think is going to happen this weekend.
It'll be a fun weekend of football, and it'll be a good week in here in the locker room. 3 days down, 2 to go. But On the Block comes up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFM.